Welcome to Happy Hour. I'm Crystal and thanks for hanging out with me. So today I'm, excuse me, I'm just drinking iced tea because I've been feeling a little off. I think it's just allergies because it's that time of year. But yeah, so nothing fun today. So what I have for you today is actually really exciting to me because I just got it in the mail and I'm excited to try it out, which is the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly Palette. As you guys know, this is new. It is exclusive to Ulta. So this is what the box looks like, and it's a super cute box. And then this is what the actual palette itself looks like. So it's metal, and this little sandwichy thing on here is very raised up. So it's like an embossed thing. So the sandwich is raised, and then the letters on there are also raised. So that's really cute. It's one of those, I love metal, like little tin things to keep things in. So I really like that Too Faced likes to put their palettes in little tin metal, whatever you want to call it. I like that. The inside of the palette, it comes with this little booklet here that has a 3 looks, I think is what it's supposed to have in it. I didn't actually look at it. I'm trying to get it out of here without destroying it. So this little booklet is really cute. This is what it looks like. It's the same pattern as on the rest of the packaging. This is the how-to glamour guide, and then the other side of it says it's peanut butter and jelly time. So the whole thing is just, it's adorable. Too Faced always does really good packaging, so I'm not surprised at all. And then you open up the little booklet, and like I said, it has several looks inside of it, and so what it's got is soft and sweet, and then rich and creamy, and then PB&J. And these all correspond with the lines in the palette itself. So inside the palette, you've got the top is soft and sweet, the middle is rich and creamy, and then the bottom one is PB&J. So it's got a line, a tutorial to correspond with every line in here, which I like. But you can also do what I did, which is just mess around with a bunch of stuff in the palette. So one of the things I will note about about the booklet is the eyes in each of these. The actual eye itself is purple, which totally enhances the colors that go with this, but unless you're wearing colored contact lenses, obviously you do not have purple eyes. So that's just something to keep in mind. Like I said, I did not use any of the looks in this little booklet. I just kind of went with what I was feeling when I put this on today. But my whole eye look is done with this palette. So the palette itself, it has a mirror in it. It's not the best size mirror ever because you got to consider that you have, ouch, you've got this whole space here, and then you look inside of it and the mirror is like 2/3 of that or something. I don't quite know, but it does leave room for it to say peanut butter and jelly at the bottom and Too Faced, and so that's cute. It is big enough that you can still, like, as long as you hold it at the right, distance or whatever, you can still see your eyes in it. So, and because it does, like, it stands up on its own, as you can see, the hinge doesn't go back all the way. You would be able to use this, like, to do your makeup with. Then to look at the colors themselves, I'm sure you guys have seen close-ups of these because I'm not the first person on here to have actually done a review of this, but if you haven't seen them before, then be excited because they're pretty cool. It's got a nice collection of kind of neutrally colors. There's a lot of like browns and kind of a bronzy color and that kind of thing. And then there's also some little fun colors to throw in, like this almost like terracotta orange color, and then this purple one, and then this is a deeper purple. So what I used today, I'm sorry, my hair is like attacking me or something. What I used today was a combination of several of these. These colors are super creamy, very blendable, and really, really easy to use. They all go really well together. I mean, as you can see, like I'm gonna get in closer. I'm happy with the eye look that I came up with. And as I said, I was all over this palette. I used something from every single line on it. There are only 3 colors in here that I didn't use, and this was my first time using it as well. So I did not use Peanut Butter. Peanut Butter is the only shade in here that is not exclusive to this palette. It was in one of the chocolate bar palettes. I don't remember which one. I think it was the semi-sweet palette, but I'm not totally positive. Otherwise, I did not use Peanut Butter Cup, which is this darker brown here. And then I did not use Jammin, which is the darker purple. So most of these are shimmer or like micro glitter colors. You do have a few mattes in here. Extra Creamy is a matte. Nuts About You is a matte. And Peanut Butter is as well. But the rest of them, well, I guess Jelly, you could say. Let's look at this. So Jelly is the brighter purple color here in the center, and it's pretty matte. I mean, it's got like a satin kind of sheen to it, I would say. So it's not totally matte, but it's not like a shimmer or anything like that either. And then so I have it swatched out here on my hand. You can see that it's got a little bit of a sheen to it. So in that regard, it's not totally matte, but it's pretty close. So overall, I would say because this palette is so small, it's adorable. It smells really, really good, as you would expect from something in Too Faced line that is food-ish. It smells obviously peanut butter-ish, but also it has a little hint of chocolate to it as well, I think. I could be just projecting because I love the way that the scent of the chocolate bar palette is. So some of the things that I really like about this palette, as I mentioned, is the fact that it's got enough neutral colors, but it also has plenty of like, woo, like wow you kind of colors. This Nuts About You is just gorgeous. Like, I love that color. And it's one of those kinds of colors that it's brown, but it's also orange. Sorry, my swatch is a little chunky because I go into this shit like a pit bull and pull out way too much of it when I am, you know, swatching and stuff. So it's one of those colors that it's both like a brown and an orange. And I've mentioned before that because my eyes are a blue color, orange goes really well with them. And so I like to use orange liners and shadows and that kind of thing, but they can be a little difficult to find just because like a lot of people probably don't use orange, so sometimes I have a hard time grabbing them. This is a great orange. I used it as like my kind of like my deep color in my crease, and I really like it. And again, like I really love the way that this turned out on my actual lids. Like I think it looks really nice, and it really brings out the blue in my eyes, so props to that. Other things that I really like is, you guys know how I'm a big sucker for like a nice bronze shade. So this Peanut Butter, the Peanut Brittle, not Peanut Butter, that's a different color. Peanut Brittle is just one of those classic bronzy brown perfection shades that I really gravitate towards, and so obviously I couldn't do my first look with this palette without using it. So that's what it looks like on my skin as well. Like I said, these are really creamy and they're very blendable. I didn't feel like, so I'm just gonna throw out there that I am not the most blended look kind of person. I don't spend as much time blending as I could or should. Part of it is that I like intense looks. So if I'm not doing like a neutral, go to the office kind of look, I want it to be intense. And so I pack on the color and I really kind of load up with it, and I don't blend, like, I don't spend forever blending. I do a little bit, but not like, you know, I do like 30 seconds of blending and that's that. So these colors, because they go so well together, really doesn't matter. I mean, again, like you can, like I said, I don't blend very well, and you know, you get up really close and it's a little obvious because there are kind of messy bits around it. The edges are not perfect and that kind of thing. But because these go so well together, it doesn't matter that much. Like, it's not a huge deal. And so I'm obviously a huge fan of that because it encourages and benefits my laziness. As a whole, it's really tiny, it's very compact. Like this is about like that much of my hand. You still get plenty of product in here. Like these are all your shades that you'll probably use more often. You've got more of those over here. And then your pops of color and that kind of thing are smaller. But you still get in here, you have the bigger shadows are 0.07 ounces each. And then the smaller shadows, the 6 smaller shadows are 0.03 ounces or 0.9 grams each. So it's a good amount of product. It's obviously, this is not as big as one of the chocolate bar palettes, and there was no promise that it was going to be. So if that's what you were expecting, you're not gonna, you're gonna be a little disappointed size-wise. But in general, it's a great palette, and I would wager, I haven't compared it to any chocolate bar palettes because I just was really excited to break into it and look at it, but I would bet that it goes well with a lot of the other colors in there because peanut butter and chocolate go well together in a food sense, in a color sense, in an everything sense. So I think that this is a really great buy. I would definitely say pick it up if you are interested in it. It is a limited edition palette, and like I said, it's exclusive to Ulta. So if you want to get it, you can, I believe it's in store now. Otherwise, you can get it on Ulta's website or on Too Faced's website. Keep in mind that it's also Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty right now. So it would be a good time to drop this in your cart and get some other stuff from the 21 Days of Beauty if you wanted, and then you could combine the shipping and get, a better deal with that. So on the whole, if you've been on the fence, I would say buy it for sure, and you won't be disappointed. So that's all I've got for you today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, give me thumbs up, etc. And if you guys are interested in actually seeing like an in-depth view of what I did for this look, then let me know. I would be happy to do that. I don't usually do tutorials because I'm not good at them, and again, like I don't blend well and etc. So, but if you do want to see it, then just let me know. Until next time, cheers, thanks for hanging out with me, and see ya.